All right, here we are.
Hello, everybody. It's
Good
7
evening.
o'clock.
Good evening.
I hope you had a great and awesome day, and we're looking to just top it off with some toppings of marketing techniques that we gleaned from the one and only Mr. Eric Worre.
Yes, so we want to welcome you to another edition of What's Working Now Mastermind with Wil.Daria. And we are on a new platform. And so far, we're loving it so far.
I hope you're loving it too.
Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. As you know, we got slides.
Yeah. Lots of them today.
All right. Okay. Give me a second. I'm supposed to install something. Okay. Hopefully you can see it now. Not sure if you can see it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Nice. Here we are. All right. Okay. Awesome. Give me a second. My PowerPoint's not coming up. Oh, there we go. All right, so I hope you can see my screen. You can give me a text and let me know whether you see it. If I don't hear from you, then I know you can see it. So here we are, What's Working Now and How to Become a Network Marketing Professional Part 8. All right, and you know what? This is the wrong one, because we're up to number 9. All right, give me a sec.
Oh, the joys of using new tools.
Yeah.
Try to get comfortable real quick, and they remind you, uh-oh, you missed a step.
That's the wrong one. All right, here we are. This is the right one. All right, there we go. So what's working now? How to become a network marketing professional, part 1. And as Eric Worre would say, anything worthwhile takes time. Right, so let me just hide that. Okay, I don't know what happened. Give me a sec.
All right, well, we'll get it together here.
All right, here we are.
And there we go.
Okay.
Network marketing is a better way. It's pretty ironic how people think. If the person starts a traditional business, they expect to break even in their first few years, maybe pay back their initial investment in the first 5 years. And ideally, that's sounds great, but that's in reality, that's not how it really works. And listen, let's be real. If we all accept the process, then we'll realize this is why your upline or whomever introduced you to your opportunity don't tell you these things up front, because guess what? That'll be your excuse, especially if you kind of got in because you were on the fence. You won't do it. And nothing worth your while happens overnight. The great job that you have, the great car that you drive, the great family you have, the great home that you have, doesn't matter what your economic background is, everything great takes time, okay? Whether you're religious or not, even the creator, it took him 7 days to create what we recognize as life, the world, the oceans, and so on and so forth. He didn't snap his fingers and make it become a reality. So again, the process is good. You just have to commit to it.
Exactly.
That's a reminder.
And respect it.
Yeah.
All right. When a person starts a network marketing business, they expect to get their money back in 1 month, make a profit in the second month, and get rich the third month. Really? When that doesn't happen, they blame network marketing.
Once again, that comes along with those unrealistic expectations. Now, The reality is, does that happen for some? Yes, it does. But you got to remember where you are and where they are two different places. Perfect example. If you have someone who's been practicing, let's say, life insurance for 30 years and they were, top rank in their company, always at the $1 million table, and they decide to leave that industry and jump into a network marketing company, yes, they can have that kind of quick turnaround. You want to know why? Because they've already established themselves with hundreds, if not thousands of people that they've helped and support and train and provide value to over a number of years. So guess what? I'm no longer doing insurance. I found something a lot more exciting, and I want to share that with you. Okay, this is something different than what I was doing before. Could you please take a look? They're more susceptible to looking at that opportunity and supporting that individual because of the return of the relationship. Okay, so if you're starting off brand new, you're part-time, you can't have those kind of expectations. The only expectation that you can have is that you can set it as your goal to achieve such great length somewhere down the road, but not 1, 2, and then by the third month. That's not realistic.
No, it isn't. It really isn't. All right, moving on. Okay, now this slide right here, it can really hit you. It's an ouch.
Yeah, and we wanted to hit you because we're not pulling punches here.
All right, so here it is. It has been proven that in life, your income might take a lucky jump, or you might be in the right place at the right time. Happened to quite a few of us. However, if you don't quickly grow as a person to that new level, your income is going to come back down to the level of who you really are. Deep, right? In the end, you only make what you are. For instance, all right, we're in the teaching profession. So let's say that a teacher gets promoted to a principal. And if they don't step to the plate as they should as a principal, they don't grow into that position, they won't have it. That's a prime example right there. You have one, hun?
Well, you take a look at what collegiate athletes go through when they make the transition from playing college ball to professional ball. Basically, the schedule is doubled. The amount of time they're on the court is doubled. The amount of pressure is doubled. Depending on what market there are, the scrutiny is double. Everything changes. So if you're going to stay in your comfort zone about what you know and you're not being open or willing to go through the process of actually doing more workouts and watching more tape, listen, the competition will run circles around you and you'll just fall right back in and eventually out of the very thing that you wanted to aspire to become.
Right. So this one is a deep one. All right. What you have heard about network marketing? You can get rich quick. There's no work involved. The product sells itself. I'm sure you heard these. These trumped up statements will get you nowhere. Give them up. It's time for you to work on yourself. Work on you. Okay, the 1-3-5-7 formula. I know you're probably saying, Daria, what in the heck is that? So here's a formula that has been proved to work in our profession. So here's the rule. It will take you 1 year to become competent and profitable in network marketing. You will cover your expenses. It will take about 3 years of consistent part-time effort in order to go full-time.
And that's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah, this speaks for itself. I mean, we've gone through the process. All right, moving on.
It'll take you 5 years of consistent effort to become a six-income figure earner or above. It will take about 7 years of consistent effort to become an expert. And when you think about it, 7 years is not so bad, especially when a good portion of it is part-time. Now, the beauty about this opportunity is the fact that you do not have to quit your job. Okay,
Right.
you can make the time out to do this part-time, develop, grow, get your bruises in the industry, and carve out your niche while you're maintaining your full-time occupation. So rather than you working 40 plus hours in that one primary income source that you have, you've now developed a second stream of income, which will eventually be able to replace your primary form of income once you commit to the process. This is a wonderful way to actually develop and become the top earner that you strive to be.
Right. And I just want to say that if there's anyone on this webinar that is not promoting a particular product, is not an MLM, this will work for you too, because you have to grow and become the person you need to be to market your product or your service, whether you're a representative or not. So it applies to business owners, period.
Yes.
All right, so we have 10 elements to the formula. So the first one is how to learn. So first you want to recognize that there are no good or bad experiences, only learning experiences. Focus on what you can learn from every experience. The more experience you have, the more you learn. Never stop learning. Learn every day. And here's a quote from Lou Holtz. In this world, you're either growing or you're dying. So get in motion and grow. So true.
These things that Daria just read, they apply to every facet of life, whether you're in a relationship with another person. Oftentimes people are bogged down. They don't want to do this and they don't want to do that because of a bad experience. And once you hold yourself at that medium, that means that you did not hold yourself accountable for who you were being in that experience. And you're taking the easy way out of blaming that other individual for your woes. When in reality it takes two people to tango. And like your business, with you in the business is what it is. It is a beast in of itself. So once you get involved, you need to recognize the assets. You need to recognize the strength. You need to recognize the weaknesses of doing that particular business as well as your own. And you try to match and offset them. Areas where you know that you're weak, strengthen them. Areas that you know that you're strong at, make them more pristine. There's universal application here. Next slide.
Right. All right. So you want to model successful behavior. There's no need to invent the wheel. Hard work has been done. Find someone successful in your company. Unlike other professions, successful people in your company are eager to share their secrets. And I'm going to say that again. In most professions, people do not show their secrets, but within network marketing, they do. So you want to be a copycat. As one of our pastors says, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So be a copycat, model their behavior, and you'll begin to enjoy their results.
Listen, I've worked in sales. I did insurance. I sold windows. I did cable. And the environment was pretty much you are a man or woman unto yourself. No one shared anything. I mean, the same guys would always be on the top, getting the top awards and the bonuses and stuff like that. And they never were encouraged, neither were they interested in sitting down with anyone and teaching them nothing. This is not the kind of environment that we're talking about here. One of the great assets of our industry is the ability for you to learn from someone who is making it. Their strong desire to share their successes is paramount. That's why also attending events are critical. Yes, you pay for the event, but the value and the information that you get at a live event is priceless.
Yes.
These folks also do webinars. The majority of them are free. Eric Worre has, I don't know, a gazillion webinars out there giving you tips on how to market your business, how to prospect, how to do the fundamentals of your business. And that's for any type of business that you're in and for any type of product or service that you're in. You don't have that in your corporate 500. You don't see Apple executives showing folks how to create concepts of, designing the Apple phone and software and so on and so forth.
Yeah, you just don't see that.
You don't.
Either you have it or you don't.
That's it.
All right. All right. The next element is to study. You should always be in study. You can study by listening to audio books, podcasts, and courses. Do it in the car on your way to work or on your way to picking up your children, on the train if you ride the train, while you're doing house chores. I have something playing in the background most of the time. It will give you direction and continual professional development. Listen to them over and over and over until it burns a new groove in your brain, because most of us have to rewire how we think and rewire our brain. So you can ask leaders in your company, what are they reading? Become a reader if you're not. And it's okay to claim that you're not. Begin today. It's simple to commit to reading 10 pages a day. Believe it or not, you will have read a 300-page book in a month if you follow this formula. Amazing, right?
And I just want to add just some clarity in terms of study. It's important that you study because it's sharpening your tools, but we're not suggesting that you stop your marketing efforts to learn. Right. You have to incorporate that. So the best way to incorporate it is you start your day, or your off-peak time when you're not marketing. That's when you want to do your studying and all the other work. And when you get ready to market, you want to utilize what you've read, what you've studied, and go out there and use it. Make the mistakes, if you will, trip over them, but use them. That way you won't be overwhelmed. Yeah. But once again, don't stop marketing and saying, well, I got to learn this before I can do it. I got to learn this to do it. No, you have to do it, and that's how you learn it.
Absolutely. All right, video. That's another element. There are tons of videos you can learn from on the internet.
From YouTube, some of the stuff you see on Facebook, Snapchat, I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Right, and we have some here. So online, you take advantage of online tutorials. You watch online videos, as Willie said, attend webinars like you're on now. Watch events live, like Facebook live streaming. So there's a
Periscope.
Yes, there's a plethora of places where you can get content to help you with your business. Okay.
Events. Attend live events. Attend live events. Attend live events.
For sure.
Attend your company's live events. Attend industry-wide company events. Those are critical to your learning. They're critical to your success. Your most defining moments can come from those events. We are shining examples of that. Be careful of distractions. Focus on narrow range of skills. That means don't spread yourself all over the place. Okay? Finding prospects, inviting, presenting, follow-up, closing, and getting people started right. In other words, whatever errors that you've learned from when you sign a new rep, share it with them, because guess what? They can get on the success track as well, and they'll spend less time calling you, looking for a handout, looking for you to hold their hand, because you want to make them proficient. Because at the end of the day, the business you build is great, but the business you help others build is even greater.
Mm-hmm. All right. And the most important thing is to take action.
Take action.
We told you all this stuff.
Action.
But if you don't take action,
it's worthless.
Right. So you don't want to wait for complete knowledge, as Willie said, of a skill before taking action. What you want to do is create a plan, do, and review. So this is what it looks like. First, you make a plan. Do your plan. Review your results, whether they're good or bad, to see how you can do it better next time. Make a better plan. Do that better plan. Review those results, good or bad, to see how you can do better next time. Never stop applying. Plan, do, review, and you will eventually become an expert through trial and error. So important.
You know, I think about this review, those results, good or bad, and I remember our late and former mayor, Mayor Koch. Mm-hmm. He was the only politician, or mayor for that matter, who would boldly stand out and say, well, listen, how am I doing? And a lot of us are afraid to look at our results because we look at our results, especially the ones that don't catapult us to where we want to go, as failures. And what they are, they're not failures. You're just missing the mark. And until you do a review, you don't recognize how close you were or how you needed to tweak it just a little bit to get over that threshold of that making it to the goal. So it's very important that you take a keen awareness to what you're doing and be open to review and constructive criticism, whether that criticism is coming from you or your coach or your upline. But be open, be receptive, respect the process, and don't shy away from mistakes. Mistakes can be success because, after all, the difference between success and failure is a reverse.
Mm-hmm. All right, teaching. Teaching is one of the best ways to learn. If you really want to master something, teach it to others.
That's why we do it.
For real. Teaching burns a groove in your brain like nothing else can. It keeps you sharp and on top of your game. So what you want to do is find someone to teach. Look for more opportunities to teach, and you will get the best benefit. I mean, the best example I can give you is that my aunt and I are in the dance ministry. So as we learn pieces periodically, and I usually pick up quicker than she does. So she'll say, "Come over. I want to come over so we can work on it together." And I know that if I can help her, then I know what I'm doing. So I look forward to those opportunities to teach because then I know I have it. So that's it. If you can teach it, you got it. And the person can learn it from you.
And that's what is the beauty. I mean, to me, it's amazing how so many of our fellow network marketers don't do well in the business. And right away, the number one reason that there's so much failure in our business is the fact that people refuse to learn new trades to enhance what they're doing. What they do is they come out straight from the top, whatever it is, coaching or video that they got in their introductory packet. They master that and they run with it. And then what happens is the market changes, people change, the product change, and they don't grow with it. They don't learn new skills. They don't go to industry events to learn new things. So all of a sudden they're running around in a circle going nowhere. And it's like, okay, this is no good for me. I quit. And then they develop this bitter attitude towards the industry. And basically, that's not it. That's not it.
Okay,
your associations. I'm going to take that one.
All right,
according to Jim Rohn, the law of attraction says you'll become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So let me read that again. According to Jim Rohn, the law of attraction says that you'll become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So that does not discriminate. whether that be your immediate family, your spouse. If those folks are not engaged in activity that's going to support and propel you in the right direction, then you're not going to grow and you will suffer, and so will your business. Now, does that mean that you have to get rid of these folks? No. I learned this phrase from Coach Avery Johnson, who was a former coach for the Brooklyn Nets. He said, when it comes to dealing with people that you cannot get rid of, what you do is you entertain them less. So here's what we're suggesting. Whoever that person is or persons, you just set a time to be with them. When you're with them, you're with them. And when you are away from them, you are away from them. Continuing on, you'll think how they think, act how they act, talk how they talk, and earn what they earn. Limit your association with negative people. Find someone who will push you. Think about it. If you're trying to achieve a dream, and the person who is close to you or hangs out with you, you share your vision, and all they can do is find something that can go wrong, that's not the person who you want to associate with. That's the person you want to entertain less. You want to find someone who will say, wow, that's awesome. How can I help you get there? That's awesome. You know, why didn't I think about that? That's awesome. Can you show me how to do that? These are the types of people you want. And this is the kind of language you're looking for. How can I? Not, oh, I don't think you should.
Right. Okay. All right. So here's the sad reality. Some people in network marketing become unhappy when they realize work is involved. Most join for a free ride. When they experience growing pains, they run for the hills. So be different. It might be hard work, but it's good work. It's the best way for the average person to enjoy true freedom.
Listen, we live in a society that's now global, and everywhere you look, you just listen and visualize, and you see hardship, catastrophe, sadness, brokenness in people, cities, you name it. Our jobs, you're looking, you're trying to make ends meet, and the thing is, you're going to the job just to maintain. Your supervisor doesn't understand you. The upper management doesn't give you the proper tools to succeed at work. They're constantly wanting to do more with less. All of that stuff, all of that creates a mindset and a feeling. So once you find something new, like a network marketing opportunity or a multi-level opportunity, it boosts your spirits up. And the bottom line, you think this is your way out. Yes, it will be your way out, but you have to be willing to do the work. You can't bring that type of work mentality that you've been accustomed to into this field, or else it will eat you alive and spit you out.
All right. So, love this quote. Network marketing is not perfect, but better, by Eric Worre. So to contact us, first of all, we hope that you enjoyed this webinar. Hope that you got value from our content. You can contact us on Facebook. This is our group, Wil.Daria's Unstoppable Entrepreneurs Group. We also have a blog where we have a plethora of training and products to help you build your business online.
And if there's something by chance that you're looking for that you don't see, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. More than likely, we have it, or we can get it, or we can refer you to someone who does. So yes. We, again, thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us for these 29 minutes.
Yeah, we did it.
And we will see you next Monday. Sharp.
Yes. And this is a new software, so I'm trying
And
to
tag along with a friend.
Yes.
Next time, bring on a friend.
All right. So, really sure how to get this off the screen here.
Stop broadcast.
Yeah, but if I stop the broadcast, then we're going to stop altogether.
Oh, okay.
So we just want to say see you.
See you next week.
The next webinar. And the next webinar, we will be doing like a culminating review of the entire series.
Wow, that should be exciting.
Yes, so we're glad that you stopped by. Thank you for coming through. I do see a few people on. Thank you for coming. As of right now, we don't know who you are, but we're just glad you stopped by.
And you'll get an opportunity to review this on your in your own time.
Yes, so as soon as this is over, the replay will create itself, and then we will send out the replay. So again, we will see you next week at this time. Our new time is Monday.
At 7 o'clock.
Monday evenings at 7 o'clock. And we're glad that you stopped by and chose a few minutes to hang out with us. So we are like 51 minutes over time. Not bad. Not bad. So we'll see you next week.
That's great. Ciao.
All right.